Harry's wife. Harry tests the waters. Harry is currently in the United Kingdom, more precisely in London, having appeared in the High Court. Wasn't necessary for him to turn up. Principally, no. He has instructed lawyers. There are other celebrities that are there, and therefore it wasn't necessary for him to be in court. Might it be that he wants to be there because he's particularly interested in what's going on? Not really. A lot of it will go over his head. Not the brightest of individuals. Much of the legalese that are spoken by the barristers that are appearing there will pass him by. Indeed, he's likely to find much of it particularly boring. He will have enjoyed the photo opportunity. He enjoys being seen, despite his apparent trauma about flashbulbs going off. But there is one main reason why he was allowed to go to London on his own without his handler accompanying him and ensuring that he stayed by her side. You might think that he would be forced to stay in Montecito so that his handler can keep a close eye upon him. But he, as the intimate partner primary source of a narcissist, actually serves a purpose whereby he is often utilised as a lieutenant by her. I've explained to you that within the fuel matrix, the narcissist will have coterie members, those individuals who believe what the narcissist says, believe that the narcissist is a decent person, believes that the narcissist is hard done to and is a victim of other people's unpleasant behaviour, and therefore can be called upon to support the narcissist. I've explained in separate videos more about what the coterie does, but that's a brief summary. But amongst those coterie members, we find lieutenants. These are individuals, sometimes narcissists, sometimes empathic individuals, sometimes normals, who are used by the narcissist in a more elevated role to carry out manipulations on the part of the narcissist, to be the bearer of news, to go and seek an audience from other individuals, to find out information that could be used, to assist the narcissist with regard to money, support, being driven around, etc. A reliable individual, often used as an attack dog by the narcissist. And commonly, narcissists use the intimate partner primary source as a lieutenant. Why? Well, the lieutenant, who is an intimate partner primary source, is invariably going to be around the narcissist a lot, because they're the husband, the wife, the boyfriend, the girlfriend, the partner. Furthermore, that individual is often indoctrinated into the world of the narcissist, subsumed within a folie à deux, drawn into an awful shared fantasy. In other instances, where the intimate partner primary source is in the sustained devaluation, they will often want to do things for the narcissist in an attempt to curry favour and bring about the restitution of the golden period. Typically, empathic people who are lieutenants are driven by a need to assist. They may have a strong saviour cadre as part of their emotional empathy makeup, that they want to ride into battle for and on behalf of the narcissist, undertaking things for that narcissist. Not only do they feel a need to do that, because it's part of the way that they behave, they also see it as an opportunity to get back into favour with the narcissist, to end the harsh treatment that they're suffering, to demonstrate their worth and usefulness to the narcissist. And thus, Harry is similar. He does what his wife wants because he's been brainwashed. He does what she wants because it serves a purpose for him to get back in her good books, to be treated well, to be allowed out of the chicken coop, to get some spicy poontang once again. And here, although you might think, why would she dare letting him go overseas without her? Isn't there a risk that other people might interfere and somehow rescue him? At this juncture, no. She recognises that the royal family aren't bothering with them at the moment, and that means that there isn't going to be some kind of SAS-style snatching of Harry off a street in London and taking him away to some reprogramming centre to remove the brainwashing that she has inflicted upon him. She feels confident that there's not going to be any interference. She also feels confident that his level of brainwashing is such that he'll be a good boy and come to heel once again. Accordingly, he has been dispatched as a lieutenant to find out what the mood is like, to find out whether rotten eggs and tomatoes would be pelted towards him, whether he would be booed, whether people would cheer him and welcome him and clap him, whether people would tell him to fuck off back to the United States, whether people would speak in denigrating terms about his wife. He has been dispatched as the vanguard to ascertain what is going on, what is the mood. Because her narcissism in that instant wants to know how she is being viewed, boots on the ground. It wants to know, how do people think and feel about both of them, but particularly her? She is desperate to attend the coronation. It provides her with a platform, of course, for the prime aims, but there is a major obstacle that she faces. Many people really do not like her. And therefore, in the moment she is aware of that, and aware of the risk factor, that should she attend, people will boo her. It's fuel, but it's challenge fuel. And remember, she's not a highly provocative narcissist who drinks up controversy, but rather she wants to be seen and known as a kind and loving and empathic person, and anything that suggests that she's not is problematic to her. Of course, she's a cowardly mid-ranger, and she's not going to come first if she perceives that there's going to be a problem for her, and instead she sends her lackey, the Prince of Pink Pancakes, who is dispatched as a lieutenant to be a landing party, to see if he's going to be met with machine gun fire from the press and the public, and therefore for her then to determine, no, they're still racist haters, I'm not going to go. Or, if there's a more favourable response, that she's more likely to go. Of course, remember, her function is such that she may well be misled into believing that if Harry is treated well, she will be treated well. And whilst she sees him subconsciously as an extension of her, the public do not. Whilst he is not popular, she is even more unpopular than him. And if some people might still give him a pass by not saying anything to him, that may not be the case when it comes to her, because they're just as likely with her to boo her, even though, as I've explained elsewhere, that is still fuel to her. And the most effective thing that should be done is for her to be ignored. Thus, Harry is utilised as this lieutenant, dispatched overseas to see what the lie of the land is, to determine whether those crazy Brits are going to be foaming at the mouth with their swiveled eyes and behave in a bigoted fashion, or whether there's a prospect of a more welcoming occurrence. I'm H.G. Tudor. Thank you for listening.